I'm Gordon Hall, and I am a sculptor based in New York in the Hudson Valley. This is my exhibition called Turn Back. It's my second solo exhibition at Document, and this show consists of 11 brand new works, sculptures, a photograph, and a new projected animation. I came to sculpture through a background in dance, and I think about sculpture in a very choreographic way. So the title of this show, Turn Back, speaks to that focus on bodies and movement. So several of the works in this show try to draw the viewer's attention to the back of the object, or to focus our attention to parts of the room that we would normally overlook. The title Turn Back also is meant to speak to the viewer as they approach the show. So when you walk down the hall and enter the gallery, right away you're being told to do something with your body. For me, one of the things I value most about sculpture is that it asks us to be aware of our own bodies in space. Turn Back is the title of the cast concrete lion that faces the back wall of the gallery, in a reversal of the normal role that an object like that might play, to guard something or face out from the front of something. One of the works in the show that I'm most excited about is called Shoe Stool. It's a wood replica of the kind of stool that's used in shoe stores for trying on shoes. I've been trying to figure out how to make a version of it that is still recognizable as that thing, while also being different or asking more of us when we look at it. So my version is a perfect copy of one of those stools. It's made of poplar, and then when you get closer, you discover that it has this handmade surface texture from the thousands of pen marks that entirely cover the object. The video projection in the show feels like a bit of a departure for me. It's sort of a new territory that I'm feeling really excited about exploring. So this piece is based on a ribbon of light that comes through the window of my studio and lands on the floor in the late afternoon, and I documented it very carefully at the end of the day through the month of March. I'm particularly interested in chairs and stools and things that hold our bodies or support our bodies, because I'm very interested in those sort of moments of intimacy with physical things. So in this show, there's this drawing that is clearly based on a belt, but it is on a strip of paper that hangs over a peg, and when the air conditioning in the gallery turns on, it moves across the wall in a way that a leather belt obviously never could. So it has certain recognizable elements, but behaves in a way that's quite contrary to how that object would normally behave. There's a low-to-the-ground tilted wood stool. It's a copy of a step stool that my mother got made for her particular length of her legs at her desk. My version has draped over it a sort of ribbon that has been made rigid. There's a cast concrete leaning panel that's based on the form of a mirror with a frame, and it's installed on the back wall of the gallery in such a way that if it were to slide over, the lion could look at herself in this mirror in a very similar way to how the mirrors on the shoe stool would reflect our feet if they were functioning. I feel like sculpture in general really needs to be experienced like with our bodies in space, but this show in particular, it really is a complete environment in the room with the lighting and the animation, and I think the kind of slow attention that the show asks for can really only be experienced in its entirety in person. And so I'm really excited for people to come and spend time in the gallery with this work.